Hi and welcome to So Northern Quilting. I am Bethany Rose and today we are doing Crystal Quilting Part 3, which has been very long awaited, and hopefully you don't mind the wait, but you know, life stuff gets in the way. We are making a fabric box, and when I decided to do like the Part 3 and we were making a fabric box, I thought I was going to make a fabric pot like this and you can fold it over, but I decided to do a little bit differently because I wanted to show off our crystal quilting, and we can't really do that on such a small size pot. Well, I couldn't anyway. And since I announced the studio opening and I've been like making a list of all the furniture I've got and things I want to get, and I've got like 3 or 4 different Kallax units from IKEA, and I don't want to spend a lot of money to buy all the boxes to go inside them, so I thought that I could make my own fabric boxes. To why not, you know, like it's my quilting studio, so I can do what I want really, can't I? So and I thought it'd just be more fun and bring more personality into it. So we're making this fabric box. I'm probably gonna have to put some sort of cardboard insert in, although I am hoping that when I put stuff inside it, it's gonna be like sturdy enough, like it's gonna get sturdy. So we've got 5 sides, and ignore the squeaky chair. And this one is a new design that we've got. This is called Crystal Star, so I'm going to show you how to do that, and there'll be step-by-steps in the PDF guide as well. And then this is the bottom. Oh, the squeaky chair's annoying me. This is the bottom one. I don't know if you can see it because it's with like a neon yellow thread. If you were wondering what this fabric is from, this is fabric that I have dyed myself, and if you are interested in that, then I will do a tutorial if you are interested. So comment below if you are interested in dyeing your own fabric, and it's very fun and you don't need any special equipment. I think only like one thing that would be recommended, because then you can wash your fabric and it doesn't fade so much, but it's lots of fun. I really enjoy it. So, and you get to make cool patterns like this, and I mean, this is not great colours that I put together, so I have made better fabric, but I thought, why not? I've got enough of it, so let's do it for the crystal quilting. Oh, duh. If you don't know, this is part 3 of crystal quilting, so there are 2 other parts on YouTube and on the website in the blog section, but I'm also doing it as a course, so it's a free course, obviously because it's just the blog post, but it's more, I thought that it would be more it would be easier to navigate it through each part, because obviously it's a 3-part series and you don't want to go from like blog post to blog post to like blog post. So I thought that that would be easier to set it up as a course, and then you can go through it and do it as your own pace, and then everything's all in one place. So I'm doing that. That will be up when this video is up, and there'll be a PDF guide for the crystal quilting part 3, the new design, and how to make the box. And if you don't know, crystal quilting is especially requested by my beautiful lovely quilt mom Crystal. She's my lovely friend and quilt mom, of how to do like cool quilting on the round, like spirals and stuff free motion quilting, but in like a round formation. So that's how it's developed, and it's just sort of like spiraled, no pun intended, it's just spiraled out of control. And I absolutely love it, but this is the last installment in the series, or at least for now. I'm not planning to do any more, but you never know. So this is it, and let's get into the tutorial. I have done everything in like all real time, so you can see how quickly these it's easy to quilt, especially on a bigger scale. It's quite easy to quilt. And then I've like show you how to assemble the box, but you know, I show you a couple of steps and then I do it and then we come back. But because it's a tutorial and it's not like I'm doing this, watch me do this, it's like I'm actually teaching you something. So I'm teaching you how to do the new design, I'm teaching you how to make the box, and that's why like my videos tend to be a bit on the longer side, because I'm actually showing you and I want you to do it alongside me so that you can have a project finished at the same time that I do. So yeah, so that's why. But you can always put it on 2 times speed and whatnot anyway. So yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, so I've just loaded my fabric in the sewing machine and pulled up the bobbin thread. So now I'm just going to start, and I've got my pedal to work for once. Touch wood. So now I'm just going to start, so now I don't even have to press the button, I can just sew. Let me manoeuvre my pedal around. I'm just going to stop there and cut my threads, and I've got a project coming up soon to use all the extra threads, so keep them for that project, which is soon to be revealed. But honestly, trust me, it's going to be a good one. So let's get started again. And then I'm just going to go and do the star points now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to travel up this line and do the circles. I'm going to do the outside circle, and as I get to this big circle, the little circle on top of the star point, I'm going to do that too. So I'm going to go up, do the circle, go around, do the circle, go around, do the circle, and so on and so forth. And then we'll come, and then I'll show you what we're doing after that. Okay, so now we're back up to the beginning. So I'm going to go around the circle one more time, halfway, and we're going to do the outside circle. Just going to turn it around so I can see more. So I'm going to go around again just to clear this line up because I went a bit wobbly. And then that brings me to this point here. So I'm going to do that all the way around. So I'm just going to go back a little bit and come up again. Oh, and my needle's undone, so I'll be back. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to work my way back up to this outside corner. So I'm going to go up one of these points. I'm going to go up this way. Oh, that worked out quite well because it's the same part of the thread. I'm just going to cut this thread. That bit was not planned with the matching parts of the thread. I don't think you can plan that with variegated thread. We'll go around with the circle again. Oops, the needle went funny then. The throat space on the sewing machine is not quite big enough for this piece of fabric when it gets to near the edge, so I'm just folding it over some. Okay, so now I'm going to work up the final star points. I've not quite decided yet if I want to go around in this final big circle, but I think I will take it out and have a look at it before I decide what to do, because I think I can't decide if I want it to be pointy or if I want it to be contained. Okay, and now we're back at the beginning, so I'm just going to go back some and then start on the in-betweeny star points. I'm just going to go back a bit to correct that wonky bit. And now, as you can see, I went a bit off. I went a bit off there, so I'm going to go back and go back up again. There we go, it doesn't matter. So now I'm just going to take it off the sewing machine and see if I like it being spiky or if I want it to be contained. I have a feeling I want it to be spiky because it's fun. And then, yeah, I think it will be fun to be spiky. Oops, bloody sewing machine. Oh, bloody sewing machine. Oh, for goodness sake, the sewing machine's being stupid. Anyway, hello. As you will have seen in the last bit, I have finished quilting the crystal star. This is the back. But then my sewing machine decided to be a complete and utter asshole and has died on me. I don't know how to fix it. I've tried, and so I've got my Singer sewing machine out, and then I couldn't find the plug for it, so then I spent like 2 hours trying to find the plug and sort my room out, because my room's a mess because it's so small and just it's a whole thing, and I got very stressed out and upset, but I found a plug, yay. So now we are going to piece it together. I've had a little test drive of it, and it all seems to be in good working order, which is brilliant because I have not used it for, well, I've had the Singer for 3 years at the end of this month, so I've not used it for 3 years. It has not been used at all. It works like a dream. There's no dust underneath it, in the underneath bit. There's nothing. It works brilliantly. So it took a little bit getting used to, but so that's good, because that means that we can finish our crystal quilting part 3, which I'm very, very excited about. So if the sewing machine is a different one, you know why, because the faff is a faff. It's a massive pain in the arse and I hate it. So from now on I will be using the Singer sewing machine. It's a Singer heavy duty. It's the denim edition. It's not even nice, it's not even a blue. You would think it would be blue, but it works brilliantly. And if you wanted to get one for yourself, it's less than £250 at Argos or Hobbycraft, so yay. We don't have to spend thousands of pounds on a sewing machine, because the cheap ones work brilliantly, and there's no stupid technology in it that says there's a problem with the thread in the underneath bit, and there is none. There was no thread, there was no jam, there was nothing. It's just a stupid pain in the arse sewing machine, and I hate it, so it's gonna go and live in my cupboard. Oh, sorry, it has been a complete pain in the arse. That's my alarm. So we are going to chuck my phone over there. We are now going to finish our crystal quilting part 3. We're going to make a giant box that can go in the kallax, or you can make a smaller one, but it'll be useful to have anyway. So we're going to do that now. So I'm going to change the camera view, and I'm going to make, but before I'm going to make a cup of tea, because I need to calm down, because I have been incredibly stressed for the last 4 hours now, and yeah. So also look at my earrings. I've got a sewing machine, and quite rightly it is actually a Singer sewing machine, and I have a tape measure, so on brand sewing on brand earrings that are brilliant, and this is the first time I'm wearing them actually. And I dyed my hair this morning, so I'm feeling very much like myself and fresh for the new year. So I'm going to change the camera around and I'm going to make myself a cup of tea, because tea is life and I definitely need to de-stress some. So I'll be back in a minute and we'll get started with constructing the box. Yay! Okay, so what we're doing now is we are sewing the panels together for our box, and we're going to use a zigzag stitch. And so what I've done is I've placed two pieces together and placed it in the sewing machine. Sorry, I forgot to start filming again to get started. So we're going to just sew them together on the edge. Don't worry about the other edges yet, because we'll sort that out later. So just sew down, and we're probably going to do it twice because we want it to be really reinforced, because this is what's holding the boxes together. So let's go and do this. And then what you can do is you can also line up the other ones together, the next two, like this. Make sure that the sides are even together. Feel free to pin or clip as you go along if you find that easier. I'm just trimming the threads now, connecting them, and let's have a look how we're getting on. So that's what it looks like. We might be okay actually with only doing one pass. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I think we'll be okay doing just one pass actually. So then all we do now is get the two panels and sew those two, sew those together again. This. Okay, so I have got rid of all the pen marks. I just sprayed with some water and ironed it. So I've got rid of the pen mostly, but with this fabric you can't really, it doesn't really show up, to be honest, because I've used so many colours with the dyeing. So I've decided that this one is going to be the bottom because you can't really see the thread, unfortunately. You can on this side, so I'm going to have this one be on the bottom, so that if I ever want to look at the bottom of my box, I don't know, then at least I can see it. So that's that. So now that we've got our 4 pieces in a row, yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to zigzag all along the top and the bottom just to finish off that edging, and then we'll go on the next step of actually assembling the box. Okay, so now I'm going to do it all on the other side, and you might have noticed that I had to maneuver it a little bit because the sides are not all even up together, but that's okay because those will be hidden in the seams. So I'm going to take whichever is the most even side and have that for the top. That's how I'm approaching it anyway. You could make like a binding type thing to have on the top if you wanted to, but I'm just going to leave it like this. Okay, so I've sewn the top and the bottom, and I've decided that it's going to be this way up because it's the most neat bit. I think in future boxes I will probably make a binding for the top because I don't know, but I don't have enough fabric left over and I can't be bothered, quite frankly. I think this looks fine anyway. It's not like you're actually going to see it, it's just more we're creating the vessel to put stuff in. So fold your piece together and sew down this one side. So we're going to do that now, and I'm going to go back and forth because we're on a seam, and I'm going to make sure that we're all lined up. There we go. And cut the threads. So now we have it all sewn together in a big sort of rectangle shape. So now what we're going to do is get our bottom piece and align it up. I'm going to change the camera angle so you can see better. Okay, so this is what we're with. We've got our box and it's inside out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a one corner, and I am going to get my clips. Oh, I can't find my clips, so I'll use my pins. No, I can't see my clips. My room's a mess because of the bloody sewing machine. So I'm gonna pin, and it's not very often that I actually use pins, so you know that it's important when I am using pins. So like this. And all my pins seem to be bent for some reason. There we go, pin. And I'm going to sew that together. Like that. Oh, I just stabbed myself, that's why I don't use pins. And I'm going to go back and forth again. I'm going to change the camera so you got the camera, the angle, you know what I mean. So I'm going to go back and forth. And bring my pin cushion around so I can stab the pins back in. There we go. Okay, so now what we're going to do is move it along and pin the other side, and we're basically going to whip around like that. So I've just moved it around. We're going to pin this side now and just follow it around. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to do the next two sides and then I'll get back with you for doing the last side because that might be more tricky. So yeah, right, okay, so I just said a bunch of stuff and I didn't press record. So I thought it would be more complicated to sew the last piece together, but it's actually not. It's all fairly simple and straightforward. So I've just clipped it together and put it in the sewing machine. So I'm going to sew it together now, and then we have the big reveal. That's okay. So let's sew it in. Okay, I'm so excited. We're gonna have the big reveal. Let me flip the camera around so I can show you. Oh, I'm so excited. Let's cut all the threads. Save the threads for a special project. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera around and we can have the big reveal together. Yeah. Okay, so we've got the box. This is the inside. So let's turn it outside. Oh, I'm so excited. I've got some threads to trim, but I'll do that afterwards. I'm too excited. I'm going to poke out the corners. Poking out the corners. Oh, where's my tool to poke out the corners? I'm not sure. I'm going to use a pencil to poke out the corners. I can do it properly afterwards. I just want to get it. I want to get it right. I want to get it right. Ah. just want to see it. I want to see it in its full glory. I don't want to poke out the corners. Oh, okay, it's a little bit flimsy, but I suppose I could add a cardboard insert. Should have added some stabilizer or something in it first. But I'm sure it'll be fine once it's full of stuff. Oh, so excited. This is this one side of the box. And then this is the crystal star. That's my favourite one. And this is the like segmented. And this is the bluebell. And then this one is the bottom. And oh, I wonder if I spray it with starch and iron it, surely that would make it stiffer. I think that's right, isn't it? Starch is used to stiffen the fabric slightly. So I'm going to do that and then see if that works, and if not, I will put some stuff in it and see if that works. And if that doesn't work, then I'll figure out how to make a cardboard insert at a later time, because I can't be bothered right now. So let me get the starch and iron, and I'll do all that off camera, and I'll poke out the corners properly, and I'll get back to you with the hopefully a stiff box, because it just sort of folds in on each other. But this would be a fun way to make a bag, because you could put handles on it and then you've got like a big boxy bag that you could, well, put everything in it. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the starch now, and hopefully it will stiffen it up, because I want to see, the whole point was to see the beautiful quilting on the inside. So hopefully it work. I mean, it does stand up, it's just it has no structure. So I wonder if also if we sew on the outside a straight stitch down so that it holds more structure. I did see a tutorial online just to see how other people made it, and they only made smaller ones. I only found smaller ones, so maybe it's just too big to do. I think I'm going to do the starch, and then I might stitch on the outside. You know, like what I mean is, if you fold the sides and stitch a little 1/4 inch seam down there, and maybe also on the bottom when we've got it all turned out properly, because that might make it more structure. So I'll try those. If the starch doesn't stiffen it, I'll try that stitching and then show you hopefully a nice stiff box. Okay, so I've done the starch and I have sewn the little seam on the side. It was quite difficult actually, so I think if you were going to do that, if you're making a big one like me, I would do the seam bit before you do the bottom bit, because I think that would be easier. I broke a needle. It's still a little bit flimsy, but I think that it definitely does stand up a lot more than what it did before. So the seams do help. So I think that maybe using a thicker batting or interfacing or something like that might help as well. But I think if you're making them smaller, then they'll definitely stand up by themselves. Yeah, so that's the project. Crystal Quilting Part 3 with the new Crystal Star pattern. So I'll show you all the sides again. There's this one and this one. So I hope you've enjoyed making the Crystal Quilting Part 3 Crystal Quilting box. I'm really excited to make some more. I think that it might be nice to make some that stack inside of each other. That would be cool to put, like for presents and stuff. You could gift a box and you could have a present in each box or something, like a little Russian doll type thing. I think that would be fun. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Please comment and like the video and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one.